and welcome to Deconversion Therapy. This is Karen. On the flip side is
Bonnie. Oh my God.
I don't know if that's what flip side is.
I'm in the flaccid penis of the country. Hi.
That's right. I think of it as the devil's thumb.
That's because you're better than I am.
Well, all right.
Always have been cleaner.
Bonnie is in Florida. I'm in Tennessee. And if we haven't said this in a long time, we grew up together since we were 1 year old. I was her leader in all things spiritual.
And leg shaving.
We went to the same Southern Baptist school and church, and we were always there. We were Christians. We made our own personal proclamations of faith. And since then, we've deconverted for different reasons. Go back, listen to episodes, you'll hear it. And we have to do a Lettersode because it puts us in the good mood. You don't have your sunscreen on today, do you?
No.
Okay, good.
If you don't know what that means, I put sunscreen on prior to my makeup, and sometimes when I laugh, it squeeges into my eyes. So, anywho, we're going to read letters that you guys send in. And if you want to send your letter in, go to our website. And there's a little place like, hey, this is my story. And write it to us.
This is my song.
Yeah, praising
our
the
Jesus.
Savior. Is it praising my Jesus?
I can't remember. It's something like that. There's Lord, there's Jesus. Just flip it, floppity.
There's Lord, there's
bippity
Jesus.
Boppity.
Hey, there was a funny thing that you posted, I guess, on Instagram or where the heck ever, about how somebody in their family member had started taking Bible verses and substituting in the term Florida man and how it always seemed plausible.
It does.
And then I found the most awful things in the past 2 days that are about Florida men. And I'm wondering if it works backwards. Like this one today, hilarious, but not. It says, Florida man sentenced to life in prison for hiring hitman to kill pregnant wife over $500,000 insurance policy that didn't even name him as beneficiary.
Oh, fuck. God. Literacy,
Stupid.
people. Well, someone said the old Jonah thing. Man gets swallowed by big fish and spit out. And I'm like, you realize a Florida man claimed that happened to him, correct?
Always.
It really did. And then one of our followers on some social media said, I know that guy who claimed that happened. Mm-hmm. He's exactly what you would think he is. And it's BS.
And he lived down the street from us. and his mom
Bonnie
was in a wheelchair.
Has been making sweet love to him for 4 years. Okay. The other thing is we have our sponsorship that's where we meet face to face with people. Just want to say thank you so much to our sponsors. We cannot say enough to how great they are, how emotionally supportive they are.
Yeah. That's turned out to be fun. We have on certain nights, once a month, we'll do a Zoom party with sponsors and we all just chat about what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah. And even, dare I say, play a game once in a while. But yeah, it's really just thank you. That's it. That's it.
Thanks.
All right, let's read some fucking insane letters from our listeners. Bonnie.
Okay.
You always say you're number one, so why don't you start?
Okay. Who do you think you are? Mandelbaum.
What is that from?
Number one dad from Seinfeld. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Okay, so this one is from Amy, and it goes, my story. I went to Sean Foyt's Hillside Worship Intensive in Pennsylvania years ago with my bandmate at the time. We were both fairly butch looking, and we were certain they thought we were gay together. Like that.
Gay together.
It didn't help that we came in our painted up daycare turned band bus. And we stayed in that to save money rather than in their rooms. We definitely were treated coldly because of it. The funny thing is, they were half right. I did, in fact, turn out to be queer as hell. Not just with her. Oh, no, it says just not with her. Sorry. That's different.
Hey,
I'm sorry, Amy.
Whatever we read is from God. So that's the truth.
God flipped my words just now. Also, they wouldn't even let us park our bus to sleep in the church parking lot, so we had to go to Walmart every night. That means to sleep, not just to shop. Once we parked on the street next to the base house and our bus got peed on by a rando on the street. Fun times. There you go. That's it. Thanks, Amy.
Oh, shit.
You can't be like inclusive. Like, oh, I would like more people to be in my world, so I'm going to be shitty to you.
Correct. Because, I mean, obviously, Amy went to Disney World at some time or watched a Disney movie and it gayed her, according to Sean Foyt. So she can't really help it, although it was her choice. It's her choice.
She can't help it, but it's her choice? What?
Amy, please go to SeanFoyt.com. And for only $25, you can buy the Hold the Line Defund Disney shirt.
Is that true?
Yeah.
He doesn't even know what defund means.
He doesn't. And his whole situation is, let me put out a shirt about that.
Why don't you fund me?
Exactly.
Buy my shiz.
That's what's happening. So I have one from Julie. Hi, I'm the former Adventist who really likes ranch dressing, if anyone remembers that story. I went to Adventist schools for most of my education, including going to a boarding academy for a couple years. During the school year, there were all kinds of events to get the kids from different academies together to mingle. I always picture like 60s mingle music. Stuff like choir or band festival, basketball and volleyball tournaments, and various generic youth group ministry weekends. My sophomore year, I was chosen as the lucky representative of my class of about 20 students to go to the, quote, leadership conference held at a ranch where they host summer camp. There were about 5 or 6 other students from my 80-person school chosen to go with me. Do you remember, like, how special you would feel?
Yeah, until your friend later in life doesn't remember that I was president of the youth club.
Because it was made
Our
up.
Group.
I just remember we had, growing up, like the teacher would pick one person to send the attendance to the main office. Mm-hmm. I mean, even that was just like power. Yeah. Please call me. Look at my power. I can walk and hold an envelope. All right.
I don't remember that at all.
Well,
was it in public school or private school?
All of them. It's interesting how your memory is. So, It was a long weekend of religious speeches, time away from schoolwork, and checking out the dating pool at the academies from neighboring states. They even brought in a Christian music artist who I'd never heard of before or since, though I did buy a couple of their CDs that weekend to be the main speaker. I don't remember much of what she talked about, but I do remember after one talk, they set up a wooden cross in the cafeteria with a bunch of big rocks at the base. They gave us each a ceramic bathroom tile.
What?
And I'm trusting the process.
No, pause for 1 second. It's a cafeteria, so I guess that's where everybody has to go at some point. So they set up a wooden cross with rocks.
There's rocks.
And then you get a ceiling tile or a
floor tile? Bathroom tile.
Oh, so like 4x4. So, okay.
Okay, you're good now. Now that you know the size of it, it makes it okay. And told us to write whatever we were struggling with on it. I would have written holding a bathroom tile.
These rocks.
Then we were all supposed to go up and shout what we had written on the tile while we threw the tiles at the rocks and smashed them in the foot of the cross. I remember these fucking scenarios. Oh my God. All right. I scribbled something on my tile and followed the herd of high schoolers ready to smash tiles for Jesus.
I
Should
kind
that
of
be a
like
shirt?
it. I like
Smash
it.
tiles.
Yeah.
I am all into the write this down, burn
Yeah.
it, trash it, whatever.
But smashing makes a good noise.
Okay, what can we come up with that this will work with? There was and you know that like the youth minister was like, well, I've got some tiles down at the depot where I work and blah, blah, blah. All right. I scribbled something on my tile and followed, we got it. Smashing, Jesus. All right. There was enough noise that I couldn't hear what most people said. Shit. But I did hear the guy in front of me, who I had a huge crush on by the way, shout, "Sexuality!" as he threw his tile on the rocks. I didn't want anyone to hear what I had to say. So I didn't want anyone to hear what I had to say, so I unburdened myself by half-heartedly shouting, "Stuff!" as I tossed my tile on the pile of rocks and ceramic shards. Don't ask me what my tile really said. I don't remember. But P.S., this reminds me of the time in middle school when I was at a friend's house for New Year's Eve, and we all wrote down our resolutions. Then they started going around the room and having people read what they wrote. I didn't want to share what I wrote, so I ate my paper.
This is my soulmate.
Yeah, I was about to say, remember right before this, you and I were talking deep, and you're like, do you want the number of my therapist? I will be sending that to this person.
Ate my paper.
Sexuality.
Oh my God. That's so maybe innocent and sweet, thinking no one else heard it, or was it super calculating and he was hoping somebody he had a crush on heard it? You know,
But I mean, how many people? All those kids were saying something about sex when they got up.
Yeah.
Purity, pure thoughts,
Yeah.
sexual thoughts, sexual deviancy. Yeah. Who knows? But if you are listening to this podcast and you remember writing on a bathroom tile, sexuality, write into us.
And know that you were loved at one point in time. Maybe not anymore. Okay. I will go for the next letter here. Are you ready?
I'm prepared.
Okay, so I can't read as far as the end of this one to see if this person wants their name used, so we'll see. My story. Dear Karen and Bonnie, my name is Chris. And this is the tale of the bubble bath incident. Insert Law and Order SVU opening music. In the winter of 2016, I was invited by a friend to his Southern Baptist Church's men's retreat / boot camp. Oh, man. The event would entail a 5-mile snowshoe trek to an off-grid cabin that's somewhere in the Colorado mountains and was led by a self-proclaimed Army Ranger. Okay.
See, every psycho drama has the self-proclaimed outdoor
Self-proclaimed
person.
fill in the blank. What I believed was going to be a weekend filled with prayer and an opportunity to read Lamentations 3, 1 through 23, the verse I latch onto, #red flag, to help discern my struggling thoughts about my faith. Oh man, was I wrong. For as soon as we unrolled our sleeping bags, we were informed that we were here to become warriors of Christ and handed rifles.
Oh, shit.
I didn't see that coming. Oh, that's not cool. Oh, and then, okay, I have autism. Shooting guns is incredibly overstimulating for me. Yeah.
Wow.
Next morning, after an Armor of God devotional by Army Dude, we were sent to target practice to learn to defend ourselves from Satan's demonic squirrels that lived in the area, I presume.
Okay, Bonnie, can I just say, before you do, I claim the movie rights.
Okay, thanks.
This is the script we're writing right here.
Oh my God, and who would kill
Chris,
a
I'm sorry. If you
squirrel?
write it down, it no longer belongs to you. It's public domain.
That's funny. Luckily, I was able to escape and split some wood. Finally, after some more Armor of God bullshit, the Southern Baptists seem to be really into this. We were asked what we do to talk with God, and this is where the fun begins. While we were...
This is where it begins.
That's right. Because squirrel shooting.
I know. Just guys roaming with guns. That's...
While we went round the room, everyone explained how they engaged with God in the woods and eating pine cones and other overly masculine stuff. The eyes finally fell on me, to which I replied that I really find God in a nice warm bath and reading the word. Not sure why I felt being surrounded by dudes super insecure with their masculinity was the crowd to be vulnerable and honest with, but there we go.
Chris, you don't just be like, yeah, drop a lavender oil and...
After a long one-on-one with the pastor to vent and warn me on the sins of homosexuality, we were sent to bed. Needless to say, the return trip was incredibly silent, and I've never returned to that church. Oh my gosh. Oh, and then it says, feel free to use my name. Yeah, thanks. Also, sorry, Karen, the Catholic school was not big into developing writing skills.
No, Chris, I agree. Your writing is terrible. I will be taking it to write a script. And no, the writing's great. But
oh my goodness.
I am...
Okay, so because you like baths.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Let's go back to that part that doesn't seem normal. That cleansing equals homosexuality. But I guess I'm stuck on we are going to give out rifles. Like, Is that not? I'm in the Lord's army.
I feel, I have a real thing for rabbits and squirrels that are outside my yard. And I just can't imagine anybody shooting them.
I worked with a woman once named Jama. Jama lived in a trailer with her partner, Bubba, who she had very large boobs. So when she sat at a desk, she would lift them up and just plop them down.
Stop it.
Nope.
Stop it. I hope you made her name up.
She... now, Bubba had shot a state trooper, so he was already in trouble, but she invited us over, which we just never could make the time to shoot possum.
Oh, no.
She sit on top of the trailer, and you can shoot the possum. Although, you know what? I mentioned her name because one would never listen to this. I know she does not own earpods. But at the same time, she would love it. Like, she was just hilarious, and she would make fun of herself and then want others to make fun of her.
Oh, my gosh.
So I think the whole idea of just shooting little vittles.
Vittles?
is just...
I know. But you know what? Part of it is what you find cute, because I think possums are scary and terrifying. And I'm like,
I hate them. I want them all dead.
I wouldn't mind shooting all the iguanas either. So I'm a shit pile. That's fine.
I've got another short one, and it's from Justin. And Justin said, I went to a conservative Lutheran high school. In our senior year religion class, the pastor told us the act of sex in a Christian marriage should be so only the husband and wife should be able to pray the Lord's Prayer during it.
What?
P.S. When you mentioned the pastor who had porn, my grandpa was a pastor, and he had Playboy shot glasses, toddy glasses, and ashtrays. I have the toddy glasses in my basement. Okay, I'm sorry,
all
but...
three sins at once.
Exactly. I knew some... I've probably said it before. I knew some devout Christians who named their cat Damn It just so they could cuss and be like, get off the couch, damn it. Okay, let's just think about sex and the Lord's Prayer. Our Father who art in heaven. You see that innuendo there?
No.
You're in heaven.
Oh, God.
Hallowed it be thy name. There's a hollow slash. Exactly. Thy kingdom come. Shit. Thy will be
Shit's
done
not
on
in
earth
there.
as it is.
Wait.
Give us this day our daily bread.
Nope. Nope. Wait a minute.
There's trespassing.
I don't understand what the letter meant. Did he say that it should only take as long as reading the Lord's Prayer?
Yes.
That's a lot of pressure.
I think the guys have that down pat, Bonnie. I think it's more the women who are just like, and
Yeah.
amen.
Get it over with. If you're not finished by the end of the Lord's Prayer.
Okay, I'm going to read one more short one.
Okay.
Then we're signing off. This one is from Laura. And it says, I grew up in the Charlotte area and was at Eastland Mall, probably 1987, and Tammy Faye literally ran into me coming out of the Eckerd's, I loved Eckerd's drugstore, carrying a big sack of something that rattled. Mascara tubes. We went to Heritage Water Park about a year after it opened with my best friend's family, who were also conservative. They drove all the way from Florida to Charlotte to visit PTL. It was just more or less a normal 1980s water park. I think you couldn't wear a two-piece or a revealing swimsuit, but I don't remember anything. I did get the absolute worst sunburn of my entire life, so the next week felt like hell.
Aww.
I love like the tidbits of people brushing fame.
I
We
know.
had
I just
Foyt,
right.
We had Tammy Faye
With a bag with something rattling. That was the best.
You know, she would like hit up that whole like beauty section. Maybe some Fleet enemas in there.
Stop it. Oh, God.
I shall not.
All right, well.
Thank you, guys.
Send us your letters. Oh, my gosh.
Please let us laugh with you, at you, and find us on social media, and we will see you next week.
Bye.